How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we are actually going to be discussing something here in regards to the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. Something more lighthearted, and this can be more of a laid-back, candid type of discussion video. So we have ourselves an article here from Dexerto, and it goes like this. Pokemon 25th anniversary, 6 games that could be announced. Now, normally you would find this type of content on my main channel, Crasher Plays and Reacts, which, by the way, for those of you guys that don't know, yes, I have more than one channel, so links will be down below if you want to go ahead and check that out and subscribe to that channel. I do daily uploads there, kind of like how I do daily uploads here on this channel. But with that being said, there are a fair bit of you guys that are subscribed here that do seem to enjoy Pokemon content on this channel, so I hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy this video, and let's get started. The Pokemon franchise is celebrating its 25th anniversary in February 2021. Here are 6 game-related announcements that could be revealed during Pokemon Day. A lot of hype is surrounding Pokemon Day on February 27th, as the franchise also hits its 25th anniversary. While the milestone is being celebrated with a digital concert with Post Malone, fans are also hoping for some game reveals. Yes, I am one of those fans that I am hoping that they reveal something on Pokemon Day. I mean, it's 25 years of Pokemon, man. Something big has to be dropping. Will we finally get to return to Sinnoh after over 12 years of waiting? Will there be a tease for Generation 9? We will go over the 6 projects we think could be unveiled during the special occasion. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Possible Pokemon Day announcements. Before jumping into speculation, it should be stated that fans should absolutely lower their expectations. Yes! See, this right here is key. This right here is the golden ticket when it comes to advice. I always say temper your expectations and take everything with a pinch of salt, so that way you do not walk away disappointed if something was not to be revealed that you would otherwise would hope would be revealed. Please remember to temper your expectations, alright? Game Freak has never promised anyone anything, and it's always a bad idea to get hyped by leaks and rumors. Still, it's fun to theorize what could potentially be revealed. Below is our list of possible projects that could show up and why. However, it does not mean they will be unveiled. Only time will tell on that. With that out of the way, let's jump in. And the first choice is the obvious Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. The hype for a Gen 4 remake is so massive that many fans have believed it to be a foregone conclusion for months. It doesn't help that the official Pokemon.com website briefly set a subdomain for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl live in January before disabling it. We do agree that it's the most likely candidate given Gen 1, 2, and 3 have all gotten the remake treatment in the past, plus the timing is just right. Gen 8 launched with Sword and Shield in 2019, and traditionally remastered titles have released in between generations. The only thing to note is that if a Sinnoh remake is actually in the works, it will most likely use Sword and Shield's engine as well as its Dynamax feature, which some fans will be less than thrilled about. Still, we keep our fingers crossed as the region is long overdue for a revisit, and I absolutely agree with the sentiment because it has been so bloody long since there has been any revisits of Generation 4. I mean, we've had plenty of revisits when it came to Generation 1. We also had ourselves Generation 2 and Generation 3 have the respective remakes, but nothing for Generation 4, man. And Generation 4 is one of the best generations that there is. Like, it's just absolutely popping. The Pokemon, the storylines, Champion Cynthia, I mean, my god, there are so many things to love about Generation 4, so if Generation 4 gets remade and adapted to the Switch, oh boy, that is going to shatter the glass ceiling when it comes to hype, I have a feeling. So the next choice is Pokemon Let's Go JoJo. And this right here is something, honestly, I would be down for. I have been a big fan of Generation 2, especially Heart Gold and Soul Silver. My god, were those solid-ass games. like, they were very, very solid, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get into, like, a big rant or go off on a tangent about that, otherwise we would be here a lot longer than anticipated, so let's run through this here. Before you groan, we get it. Not everyone was in love with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee's simplified gameplay. However, the 2018 title was a major hit with younger fans, as well as Go players making the transition to the mainline series. JoJo fans also have to be realistic in that Gen 2 already got a remake of sorts with Heart Gold and Soul Silver back in 2009 on the DS. So the likelihood of us getting a full-blown remake of the pivotal title is pretty unlikely to happen at this time. Game mechanics aside, it would still be pretty incredible to explore Johto again with a fresh new coat of paint. Seeing Ho-Oh and Lugia in glorious HD would be worth the trip alone, let's be honest. And you know what, if I'm gonna be honest with you, for what it was worth, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were actually very, very fun games. I was in love with those games. Now, unfortunately, yes, they did die out pretty damn quickly, which was a shame because one of the biggest things that I loved about the Let's Go series was the overworld / shiny hunting mechanic. It was so good. It was so awesome. Not to mention following Pokemon as well. That right there was amazing too. Now, of course, I didn't like the catching mechanics where you had to fling your Joy-Con in order to throw the ball in hopes that the Pokemon would be caught. I mean, yeah, the catching mechanic was pretty trash, but aside from that, the Let's Go games were pretty damn awesome in my honest view, so I would not be opposed to a part 2 of the Let's Go series, but with Johto. Next up, we ourselves Pokemon Gen 9 tease. Ooh, let's see this one here. Given that Sword and Shield only came out in 2019, a full-blown reveal of Gen 9 is also unlikely. I can agree with that there. I don't think we're gonna get anything for Generation 9 for, like, at least, like, another year. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. Although Pokemon Day was used to announce Sun and Moon in 2016 and Gen 8 in 2019, the Pokemon Company normally do not do teases in the years in between. All bets are off in 2021, given that it's the series' 25th anniversary. Game Freak could absolutely utilize the historic moment to promote the upcoming generation, even if it's something as simple as giving fans a title or teaser. Given previous development cycles, there is no way Generation 9 would come out this year. Even early 2022 would be a stretch. Although we could get a curveball and get a Sword and Shield 2 sequel. The Nintendo Switch title is now on track to becoming the second highest grossing games in the entire franchise after all. And yes, Pokemon Sword and Shield franchise, when it comes to their sales figures, is massive. Absolutely massive. I can't exactly remember the figures off the top of my head, but they are absolutely massive. Now, the thing is as well, is that I definitely don't think they would go for Generation 9 this early in the game, but if they did, I would be absolutely in shock because it would be, like, not even 2 years in between Generation 8 and Generation 9 when it comes to release dates and all that stuff. But, you know what? I always say anything can happen, and if something like this was to happen, well, I would definitely keep an open mind about it. Next up, we have ourselves Pokemon Unite release date or Shadow Drop. Despite being announced in June 2020, there is still a lot we don't know about Pokemon's team-based mobile title. The Mobile Lite release has had a slow drip of information. In January, there was even a closed beta in Asia. Interesting, I didn't know that. Most reports point to an early 2021 launch, so the 25th anniversary event would be the perfect time to do a media blowout about the actual release date. At the very least, we are due for some footage and information, and if I'm going to be honest with you, it has been quite a long time since its announcement all the way back mid last year, since we've even had any updates or any new information about this game, you know what I mean? At least to my knowledge, anyways. I mean, who knows? There could have been new information, and it just slipped through my fingers and slipped under the radar. Who knows? But the point is, we have not had, like, a full-blown trailer to showcase anything new about this game. So, you know what? Like, despite my opinions about it when it first released, when it was first announced, I would be willing to give this game a try. I mean, who knows? It might actually be really, really good. Who knows, right? Who knows? We might even get a Shadow Drop release and get to play it on Pokemon Day. That would be pretty interesting if that actually happened, by the way. Although, based on the community's reaction to the debut trailer, the Japanese creators may wait until March to make any further updates. And yes, when there was the Pokemon Presents episode on during the time where Pokemon Unite was released, yeah, fans were not happy. I was one of those fans that was not happy because it was just, the delivery just really, really came off bad. You know what I'm saying? It was just, oh god. I don't even want to rehash on that, so let's actually move on. Next up, we were selling classic Pokemon games on Switch. How is it 2021 and we still don't have every single classic Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch? The eShop's virtual console has been disappointing, to say the least. But given how important the Game Freak RPGs are, it seems like a no-brainer. In 2020, there was a rumor that leaked online stating that we would be getting a Pokemon compilation release similar to Super Mario All-Stars. What? Okay. Alright, let's see this. This was pretty unfounded and even debunked by several sources at the time. Now, I had actually not heard about this, but that actually sounded interesting before, obviously, it got debunked, but that would actually be a really, really interesting approach here, you know, where there was the whole Super Mario All-Stars where you had all the classic games kind of lumped into one game, you know what I'm saying? If they did something like that for Pokemon games, that right there would honestly be something that I would personally welcome. I would be on board with that, if you know what I mean. But that doesn't necessarily rule out Nintendo adding the classic titles to its digital shop. It's time for traders to finally get easy access to previous generations without having to dig up the dusty Game Boy under their beds. Or in my case here, I don't even know where my Game Boys are. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely don't think I have access to that shit anymore. Like, even if I wanted to, you know? But honestly, that would be really, really solid if we could get the older classic games be accessible on the Nintendo Switch through the eShop. And you know what? I would also love to see other games from Pokemon be adapted to the Switch as well, like Pokemon Stadium and Stadium 2 as an example. Those were amazing games. Like, honestly, if those games resurfaced and were adapted to the Switch, my god, I would be head over heels about all of that. And I might even do content if something like that were to take place in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be absolutely crazy if something like that was to happen. And lastly, we ourselves Pokemon Go, which is interesting because I thought Pokemon Go was already a thing. But let's see what we got going on here. Since its release in 2016, Niantic's Go have helped introduce Pokemon to a whole new generation of fans. More importantly, the game captivated adult players who were able to live their fantasies out of being a trainer, catching Mon in the real world. Pokemon Day will mark the hit mobile title's 5th anniversary, so surely it will get something revealed. In January, data miners uncovered code that seemed to point to a recurring subscription that could be eventually implemented in the future. Yeah, with all of the money that Niantic infamously made off of their fans just from last year alone, I am not exactly on board with the whole subscription servicing. Like, you have to pay to play Pokemon Go, like, you know, via subscription service or something like that. I mean, you know what? Like, maybe if this subscription service had perks to it that actually was worth the bang for the buck, then I could maybe get on board with that. But let's keep going here. Let's see what we got here. We know not everyone is thrilled about that prospect, but who knows? It might actually be cool if done right. Raids could certainly use an overhaul. Online matchmaking would be perfect during these times. So there you go. Those are Dexerto's 6 gaming-related picks that could be announced during Pokemon Day 2021. Of course, it's all pure speculation, and there are only so many things that Game Freak can actually announce. Regardless of what is unveiled, it's important that fans remember to keep their expectations in check. Yes, to reiterate, please remember to temper your expectations, alright? You can't be disappointed if you don't expect anything. That is true. Most importantly, have fun. It's been a great 25 years of catching them all, and we can't wait for more. And in all honesty, ladies and gentlemen, like, I'm 30, okay? Like, and 25 years of Pokemon, like, Pokemon being 25 years old makes me feel like an old crusty geezer. You know what I mean? Like, oh my god, like, I am so proud of how far Pokemon has come and how long it's managed to last. And, you know, yeah, Pokemon hasn't come without its controversies and dramas, some of which I can kind of understand, and other bits I'm just like, well, that's kind of over the top and overblown, but, you know, we're not going to get into that, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, possibly another topic for another video for another day, I don't know. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do let me know in the comments down below, guys, what would you guys like to see be announced for the 25th anniversary of Pokemon? What would you guys like to see be, you know, either a remade? What would you guys like to see be adapted to the Switch? What would you guys, point being, what would you guys like to see happen in Pokemon Day? What would you guys like to see take place when it comes to the announcements? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourself a damn good one. And as always, your boy will see you guys in the next video.